thanks for joining today's video. Today we'll be talking about remote management plans. Uh, this is initially enabled at the tenant level through the advanced management package. There's two places in which you can create these remote management plans, either from within the management tab, or you could do it from the all devices tab or the all machines tab. We'll go ahead and create one here from the management sphere. When we go into here, we can go into remote management plans. Go in the upper right here, we will create a plan. And then we will go ahead and begin to set up the protocols that we want. Obviously, we can edit the name of the plan as well. So the connection protocols in play, we have some options. So with advanced management, you can connect using the proprietary near connection, which is encrypted. You can leverage RDP, or you can leverage Apple Screen Share. These are all available options. You can create the plan to encompass all or some of these things. Initially, we have some security settings. So the first option here, if you select this, the workload will be locked once you've disconnected your session. Pretty straightforward. So as far as the second option, if you select this, it is when you're using the near protocol, file transfers won't be possible while there is an active remote connection to the workload that is not your own. The next option, so if you would be setting this, you're allowing administrative creation of the sessions, pretty straightforward as well. As far as the next option, allow system session creation. If you're selecting that, the administrator will connect, to a new session instead of the existing session that may already be in place. If you're going to select the last option, this is also what is considered a standard selection. You'll see there are two that are pre-built as standards. When you're selecting this, you're going to be able to copy some text from a file and on the remote workload and paste it into there. So it gives you basically the remote clipboard option to be able to paste into a session for copying credentials or other such use cases. If we go in to the next portion, we are going to go and look at security settings. So within security settings, these are two natively selected options. These are what are considered best practice selections. So quite clearly, if you want to see if somebody and give the designation around the banner, it would appear in the lower right-hand portion. If I were remotely connected, it would tell me which technician account was currently connected to that workload. And then if you want to have that or necessitate to have a prompt from the user's end to allow a screenshot to be taken, right, or to allow access for that on that workload, there will be a prompt that will come up on the screen on the user side, and they will allow that section. Again, these are sort of a best practice selection. The variables here can be by use case. Workload management. So you have two options, pretty straightforward for file transfer or screenshot transmission. I would say natively both of these being selected would be very advantageous to have kind of an apples to apples for what you might be been using for remote connectivity protocols. Display settings are already optimized. So just so we're aware, the first portion, so if you're not going to allow desktop duplication during that time, if you don't do that, you'll be using the basic method, which is the bit BLT, which in layman's terms is for bit block transfer. So in that case, it tends to be a little more choppy potentially, but it is a potentially also more stable connection. So there are some options that we'll look at in the next portion that will kind of show the variance there, right? So the OpenCLI or OpenCL rather, is also for an acceleration for a smoother transition. The final portion again is going to use the video card of the local, and that's for Linux only. The final selection here we have is to show the last logged in users. This is not natively turned on. This is a value piece that when you turn it on and when you're viewing devices holistically in your all device tab on the left, you're able to have that filtered selection to see who is the last connected user. This can be a benefit for seeing which technician was last on the device potentially, or to see the last logged in user for security purposes. So this is kind of a choice whether or not you want to enable it. I would highly recommend that. And then once you've created this plan, you can edit the name and then add it to the workloads in play. By adding it to the workloads, I will select all devices, and then I will select the devices that I wish to have these protocols enabled on them. Thanks so much.